This is fictional story based on my imagination. It has nothing to do with real life or world. The videos, images, songs and sounds used in this reel are the properties of their original creators. The story, editing and direction are entirely my own, credited for entertainment purpose only. Any resemblance to real evidence is purely coincidental. Please view the story with a positive mindset. Pause to read.
I'm a mafia boss. You pause mid-bite, your fork frozen in midair. Your eyes widen as the words sink in. You choke on your food, coughing badly, staring at Jungkook in complete disbelief. Wait, what? You're a mafia! Still coughing, you try to process what you've just heard. Jungkook quickly grabs a glass of water, handing it to you with concern written all over his face. You take the glass and drink, your gaze locked on his as if searching for a sign that he's joking. But he isn't. It's not what you think. I'm not a bad guy, Jan. Yes, I'm a mafia boss, but my brothers and I, we help the innocent. We protect those who can't protect themselves. Your mind races, and for a moment, the room feels smaller. Despite your shock, you can see the sincerity in his eyes. Slowly, you set the glass down, your expression softening as you speak. Pausing, nodding slowly. I believe you. I can see it in your eyes. You're not a bad person. I see and you're that person who likes teasing me, adding salt to my coffee. Which mafia do that? Today, I don't have to deal with any kidnapping or danger. Just go to Dr. Ramyun's rescue house and keep adding salt to her coffee. Jungkook's lips twitch, trying to suppress a laugh, but the corner of his mouth betrays him, turning up into a small smile. You're dramatic. You know that? Raising an eyebrow? Dramatic? Oh, this is coming from the guy who just dropped a mafia bomb mid-dinner. The tension eases slightly as Jungkook relaxes, the nervous lines on his face fading. But before he can respond, the moment is interrupted by Jimin, who grins mischievously and taps his glass like he's making a toast. All right, now that the mafia boss revelation is out of the way, can we finally introduce her to the team properly? Jungkook sighs but nods, gesturing toward the group gathered nearby. Jan, this is my family, my brothers. He points as he introduces each one. Taeyang and Jimin, fighters, experts in combat and defense. Nice to meet you. Jan, don't worry, we're not as scary as Jungkook might have made us sound. Namjoon and Yoongi, hackers, the best at what they do. Nodding politely. We've heard a lot about you. Coolly, but with a small smile, welcome to the chaos. And finally, Seokjin and Hoseok, sharpshooters. With them around, no one misses. Except Jungkook when he's aiming to impress someone? How's he doing so far? Don't scare her off, Jin. She's barely processed the coffee sabotage. You can't help but laugh, the warmth of their camaraderie helping you relax. Despite the initial shock, you feel a strange sense of belonging, like you've just been let in on a secret bigger than anything you could have imagined. They're all so different, but there's an undeniable closeness between them, an unspoken bond that's almost palpable. He can't help but wonder if you'll still want to stay with him after everything you've been through, especially considering how perilous his world can be. In his heart, he's preparing himself for you to leave because he knows no one wants to stay in this dangerous world. But then, noticing the sadness in his eyes, you can't resist. You break the silence with a playful smirk, your teasing tone immediately shifting the mood. Well, you know, I also have a gang. The room freezes. Everyone looks at you like you've just grown a second head. Jungkook blinks at you, completely thrown off guard. A gang? Yeah. A gang from Halloween when I was 6 years old. Our mission? We took down the city's notorious chocolate thief. The room erupts with laughter. Jungkook's brothers clutch their stomachs, laughing so hard it looks like they might fall off their chairs. Even Jungkook, still stunned by your sudden announcement, can't help but chuckle softly. The tension in the room evaporates, leaving behind a warmth that spreads through everyone. Jungkook's eyes soften as he looks at you, his worry melting away as he realizes you're not just another complication in his chaotic world, you're a breath of fresh air. I mean, we were a pretty serious gang, if you ask anyone in our neighborhood. Jungkook's brothers are doubled over with laughter now, their chuckles echoing around the room. It's a rare moment of lightness, a break from the intense world they live in. Jungkook, though still catching his breath from laughter, looks at you with a newfound admiration. As the laughter dies down, Jungkook catches your eye, his smile genuine and full of warmth. After some time, Jungkook sits in the garden, his gaze fixed on the stars above, his thoughts far away. From the window, you notice him, the soft glow of the night sky illuminating his figure. Curiosity tugs at you, and without hesitation, you walk toward him, quietly sitting beside him on the cool grass. What are you looking at? The stars. After a pause, Jungkook, why did you choose this life? This path? Author POV shifts his gaze from the stars to your eyes. There's a heaviness in his expression, a story he's been carrying for years, one he's finally ready to share. I was 8. My father was a mafia boss. He always helped others, but he barely spent any time with me. I hated it. The mafia, everything. But on my birthday, he promised me he would spend the whole day with me. Then a mission came up, and he chose the mission over me. I hated him for that. But that same day, they brought his dead body home. The words hang in the air between me and you, heavy with pain. Jungkook's eyes darken as the memory resurfaces. After that, my brothers, though not blood but my father's friend's sons, raised me. They lost their fathers the same day. They raised me, helped me grow, and eventually I learned the truth. The mission my father chose, it was to stop smugglers transporting weapons to the world's most dangerous mafia. They were planning to launch an attack to seize power. My father and my brother's fathers stopped them. They were heroes. Jungkook pauses, his gaze shifting back to the stars, as if searching for some kind of answer in their light. I promised myself I'd follow in my father's footsteps. Protect the people who can't protect themselves, even if it means losing everything else. Jungkook, I'm never gonna leave you. I'm with you. No. Jungkook looks at you, and for a moment, time seems to slow, heart beats faster. And he feels a warmth he hasn't allowed himself to feel in years. He doesn't say anything, but his eyes speak volumes. Gratefulness, affection, and something deeper. Behind them, Jungkook's brothers watch from a distance, keeping quiet, sensing the unspoken bond between the two. No words are needed. They understand. Without saying another word, you gently rest your head on Jungkook's shoulder, both of you gazing up at the stars in companionable silence. The cool night air brushes against your skin, and for once, everything feels right. Whispering softly, as if lost in the moment, "How do you always know what's on my mind?" You don't answer at first. Instead, you simply smile, content to be in the moment with him, the stars above, and the quiet calm that surrounds you both. Author P. The morning sun shines through the mansion's tall windows, casting a warm, peaceful glow on the interior. Jungkook and his brothers are gathered in the hallway, discussing the next steps for their business, while you are outside, chasing after a small, playful puppy in the garden. Namjoon watches Jungkook, noticing his face tense. Namjoon, what happened, Jungkook? You look tense. Curious, slightly tilting his head, Hyung, how did you know I was there? Jimin, you called me, and I tried to reach you as soon as possible, but we got informed there was an attack on our weapons department. Yeah, we were busy handling that, so we couldn't come right away. But don't worry, it's under control now. When we finally came to get you, we saw YN's apartment. It was completely destroyed, but luckily, there was no news about any injuries. We know you can handle yourself, Jungkook, but how did we let you end up alone in such a situation? I tried tracking you, but it didn't work. Then our spy informed us that Victor's men and you were in the jungle. So instead of tracking you, I focused on Victor's men. That led us to your location. Good work, Hung. You really came at the right time to save YN. His gaze shifts to you. Thank you so much. The members are stunned, their eyes softening as they realize Jungkook didn't care about his own safety, but was entirely focused on protecting you. The depth of his care doesn't go unnoticed. Jungkook? Are you in love with her? This deeply? Jungkook looks at Hoseok, his expression unreadable. Instead of responding, he averts his gaze, avoiding his Hung's questioning eyes. But then a sudden thought crosses his mind. His tone firm, eyes narrowing, but still, something doesn't feel right. He glances toward Jimin, his expression unreadable, raising an eyebrow. What? Are you doubting me now?
Just for my English grammar mistakes. If you like stories, subscribe for read more parts. Also, like and comment and give me story feedback. Tell me what next story I have to be write and share with your daily friends. Thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.